Just got back from the fire drill, and now we can talk about day 6. So PLD 24 went to Fogo de Chao, a Brazilian place. So about 30 of us are here at of about 170 people in Mod 5. And it's interesting to see just all the different stories that we have had since we went to PLD almost a year ago, which is kind of hard to believe. And the closer friendships we have seen. So at least 2 or 3 people from our old class who are not in this current module even showed up. So it was really good to see and kind of reminisce and talk about these different things and kind of where we see ourselves going ahead and what has changed in our life since we went through this program. Um, the other thing that was good to talk about today is negotiation. So we had another negotiation case. And in particular, I think my takeaway from last time was I came rather unprepared and I wasn't really sure about all the talking points. So I spent some extra time this time to go over my position and where I would be going with it. And it was kind of frustrating because there were some of the concepts that I had trouble negotiating with the other person. So it was almost like the roles were reversed in a way. And so it kind of took me back a little bit. And this could have been part of the play. This could have been part of, what we're doing. But it's very interesting to see like the feelings that came up from these negotiations. And even with a very constrained context on it, all the different feelings that instantly go in. I was checking my heart rate and it actually went up while I was negotiating. So it kind of shows you how real some of these things can feel even when they're not. So imagine real negotiations and real times when you're, frustrated on these things. I have been appreciating the accelerated schedule more and more because we have the same experiences, because we're under a short time frame. That's kind of moved everything forward into these, hey, I need to figure out who this person is as quickly as possible to get to some of these deep conversations. And I think we have the tools now to go there much faster. And I think that is in many ways somewhat liberating because you get to skip some of the boring back and forth and go really to some of the challenges that you're looking at. And so already you can quickly build a support group with people that you really have met a week ago. That is pretty interesting. 2 experiences come to mind. Target, I had some assumptions that were wrong in my cybersecurity brief. And it's probably not as high as I initially estimated or what I looked at the data sheet. And being able to sit back and look through some of these things, it seems like I was inflating some of these numbers more than I should. I think I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow. And then the other experience is even the simple, silly things where there is a person who needed help with their computer and they had pictures of their 1-year-old that they're trying to recover. Something that human, like, oh, I need help so bad, and my desire to help them out and their desire to seek people out. I think it's interesting because you wouldn't normally do that with someone like you met within a week or so. So it's that aspect has been growing more and more, and I'm coming to appreciate it much more. And it's going to be exciting to see where it goes in the next few days, especially as we go into the weekend and we have less time that is scheduled and more free-form time to work with each other. So hopefully we'll have the target discussion tomorrow, and I'm very excited to share that with you. Have a great night.